In today's video, I'm going to show you how to create this eyeshadow look. I had a request from Dr. Dina Bennett 1298 to recreate this eyeshadow look that I had for this tutorial for lipstick, and she really liked the eyeshadow. So here we go. I'm going to show you how to do this. It's so simple and so easy, and I'm going to show you that you can use many different palettes. If whatever you have around, you can create this look easily. Let me show you how to do this. I think it's going to be your daily. This is my personal daily, so when I did this, I wasn't even thinking about it, but now that I have this request, let's get into this and let me show you how I created this eyeshadow look. Let's get started. So the first step is just making sure that you have a clean canvas. I'm just taking whatever is left over on my concealer brush, and I'm just going to blend that out over my eyeshadow lid, just like this. For the next step, you will see me do this so often because it's just a natural habit, but sometimes I will just take my favorite bronzer and I will take the crease blend from the Mint Pear brush set, and I just have the Anastasia bronzer here. This is Italian Summer, and I will just take a little bit of this bronzer here, but I also want to show you that if you have an eyeshadow that is in that similar shade, something like this that's kind of like a neutral shade that can go really great in that crease blend, or something like even this one right here, Secret. This is in the new nude eyeshadow palette from Huda Beauty. This one right here is a perfect shade. I'm actually going to use that one just to show you the placement, and let's see if I can recreate that look. With this crease blend, I'm going to just press the product in, and since I have a little bit of a hooded eye, I tend to go above that crease just a little bit, and this will help to lift your eye a little bit. So as I place the product in just a little bit higher than the crease, I'm going to do these little circular motions as a rainbow through my crease, and I like to bring that over to my nose. And I kind of trail this out, and that gives a lifted effect. You can keep this subtle, or if you want to make this a little bit more dramatic, that just gives that nice deep set looking eye, and it also just helps to lift the eye a little bit. You can see the difference there. Now if I look at this look, I believe that I did something that was a little brown as an eyeliner with shadow, and I didn't go in with liquid or with my typical kohl liner that I use from Huda Beauty. So I'm gonna reach into the Pretty Grunge by Huda, and then you'll see this darker brown here. I have a feeling this is what I used that day. So any brown that you have that's a little bit darker is going to help you achieve this look. But I'm taking the Soften and Smudge by Mint Pear, and you can see this is really going to make the difference, and that's how you're going to create that really nice wing that's smoked out with a shadow. So taking a little bit onto the brush, I'm just going to create this wing with the shadow. And a trick here is taking that bottom lash line and angling up from that bottom lash line. Instead of going down and lowering the eye, you will actually droop the eye if you go this way. So you want to think of this as continuing that lower lash line and going up, and that's how you're going to get that wing. And then I know for this look, I wanted to make it a little bit more dramatic, so I actually took that shadow underneath my lower lash line to about mid-eye. And I also went on top of my upper lash line as well. And you can see with Huda's eyeshadow how much payoff there is. I barely put a little bit on my brush, and look how much I'm getting here. Now obviously you want to blend this in, so I'm just going to take my pinky and I kind of brush this up into my lash line, and that will help from making it go too low because you don't want to droop your eye with that. So I just take a clean finger and I just kind of press that up and blend it into my lashes. And then on the top, if there's too much on my shadow brush, I just wipe it off a little bit, and I'll just go back on and Soften and Smudge, which is the name of this brush. I lay this flat and I just kind of brush this and soften that line because we really just want a smoky look with this liner. We don't want anything that's too dramatic. And just take your finger and just blend the very end of that And that's how you're going to get that nice natural shadow wing. Now I want to warm this up just a little bit because this looks like a more cool brown, and I just would like to give this a little bit of warmth. So I'm going to go back in with the nude palette, and I'm going to use that same color that we used on the crease blend. This is Secret, and I'm taking that same soften and smudge, and I'm just going to go right over the top part, and that's going to kind of create this ombre to blend that in a little bit better and warm it up. Did you see how that worked? Now it looks a little bit more like an ombre sunset and not such a harsh line, just by taking a little bit of a warmer, lighter brown and going right above. And I'm also going to do that underneath the eye as well. And that really is the most difficult part of this eyeshadow look, just making sure that you're getting that warm, smoked out shadow look that's not too harsh, and also just making sure that you're getting that correct angle with the wing. And now that I have this in place, and I know I kind of do this a little backwards, most people will do a light shadow before the dark, but I just like to go in afterwards and put in the light color that I'm using. So with the nude palette, I'm going with this base shade right here, which is the lightest shade in the palette, and I'm taking the Mint Pear curved placement. Anything that you have just kind of has this tiny little applicator. You can really have precision and place this shade. I like to put this right in the center of my lid, and I kind of go above my crease a little bit. And then I'll just blend that with my finger. Just be careful not to go over your liner that you just did. Just go right above that, and you're just going to go right in the center of your lid to just create this pop. This is really going to catch the light, and it really just changes the overall look because you have this bright pop right here in the center. And we're not done yet. I'm going to show you what we're going to do next to make that pop even more. Now, sometimes if I have the right palette, I can find that perfect, like almost very fine, shimmery gold light shade. But I will also typically default to this palette that I love and swear by so much, by Anastasia Beverly Hills, because it has this perfect highlighter right here. So even using that same curved placement by Mint Pear, I'm just going to take that highlighter, and this is what I'm going to use to go right in the center of my lid. Right over where we just went with that lightest shade. And I'm also going to put a little bit here on my brow bone, just a little bit. And I like to pull that out and blend that in with my finger. Now the final step is just going back over with the crease blend, and I'm going to show you, I'm just going to take a little bit of the bronzer. You can use any of those shades that kind of match that bronzer, medium brown, just within that range. And you're just going to do one final blend, and that's going to help if you have anything that's not really blended well after you've done the dark and the light. You just kind of want to bring everything together. So one last little blend is going to really seal the deal and complete that look. Now let's throw on some mascara. I'm going to curl my lashes. This is the Kevyn Aucoin lash curler. I'm going to use some lash primer by Tarte. With lash primer, you want to do one eye at a time because it dries pretty quickly. So I just do one side, apply my mascara, and then I'll go to the other eye. For mascara, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury. This is Exaggerize. I am in love with this mascara. You do have to be a little careful because I always get it on my eye, so I'm going to be really careful. And that's how you create that eyeshadow look. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you do have any questions about the products or the placement or the technique, just leave your comments below because I am always here and happy to help. Thank you so much, Dr. Dina Bennett 1298, for for that request, and I hope to see you in my next tutorial. Take care and have a great day.